Hey guys, what's going on? I hope you are having a great day. Today, I want to share with you the first video in a series I have begun where I am finding and interviewing inspirational and successful people within the world of gaming. So if you are interested in gaming or business or money or preferably a combination of all three, then you are going to find this series very interesting and hopefully maybe even a little bit inspiring. If that does sound like something you would enjoy, please do not hesitate to subscribe so I can share future interviews with you. And if you could find it in your heart to drop a like to help the channel, then my love for you will be eternal. Also, if you have any requests of people you would like me to try and get an interview with, please let me know in the comment section and I'll try my best to reach out and organize it. We should be able to make anything possible, especially if this video series takes off, so I would appreciate all the help I can get from you guys. Today, I'm going to interview a good friend of mine who is seriously one of the nicest guys I've ever met, who has had some pretty impressive success in the world of CSGO trading. And just to put into perspective how much of a nice guy this guy is, this is actually the third attempt at interviewing him, because the first time we recorded the whole thing in a game of Counter-Strike, and it was just a complete mess, and I wasn't happy with it, so I asked him to record again. He said, yeah, of course, no problem. Second time, we got halfway through the interview, and I realized I wasn't recording.
Oh my god, I wasn't recording. Man.
Right, that's it. That's it, bro. I'm pissed now. So he graciously allowed me to go through it with him a third time, answering the same questions again. Just an awesome guy, really. He's very, very patient, very knowledgeable in the world of CSGO skins. This is gonna be a great interview. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get into it. Hey, yo, what's good, Sync? Thank you so much for going through this a third time with me, man. I love you.
I mean, it's the second time you're recording, so...
Yeah, it's the second time I'm recording, but the third attempt in general, so...
Let's not talk about it.
Let's not talk about it, but seriously, man, you are the MVP. I love you, man. Question number one.
The quiz master.
The quiz master. No prizes, though. How did you first get into trading, and what kind of inspired you to do so?
I mean, it all started off with watching a video about CSGO. I used to play like this shitty game called Combat Arms. Unboxed a lot of cases there and boxes, and then my brother told me to play Counter-Strike because I'll probably be good in it, and I was like, hey, there's skins in there, so I was like, oh, that's nice. So I saw a video of someone with an AWP Hyper Beast, and I was like, oh, I want that. So I was like, how can I get it? I was like, oh, let's unbox some cases. So I unboxed a knife, in like, I think it was after about 130, 140 cases, which was a vanilla Felcher knife.
That's a lot of cases.
Yeah, I mean...
you were determined.
Yeah, I mean, I never really opened cases after again. So after that, I bought a Karambit Slaughter, and all of those items I bought then, like after I traded the knife I unboxed as well. The Karambit Slaughter and the other knife got scammed, so I lost about 450 to 500 euros after just getting into a game.
That's insane.
What was a yikes.
So you'd only just started and you got scammed for pretty much everything.
Yeah, it took about 2 weeks.
That's how much of a huge problem scamming is in CSGO skins and just online in general.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
I mean, considering that's about like 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, 4 years ago probably already. Yeah. And it's still an issue now.
Mm-hmm. But you carried on.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I got scammed once after again, but I can explain it that day.
But that's something that I think is really important, is the fact that you started doing something, you saw the potential, didn't go quite how you wanted to, and instead of giving up, you just carried on because the potential was still there. Like a lot of people start something knowing it's going to work, or it works for some people, and then they fail. And then they just like, oh, I'll give up.
Yeah, but that's like my personal attitude.
Yeah.
Like when I see something that I can make money off, I like to give it a try. Most of the times at least. So same went with CS, and when I got scammed, I was like, well, nothing really changed. I was just stupid, and I lost a lot of money. Well, it was a lot of money for me back in the time. I was just like, let's try again. So I bought a bayonet vanilla, and it was like 150 euros at the time, and I just started over again. And it took about a month to get me up to $1,000, and like 3 or 3.5 months to get me up to around 5.5k, and then the real money was being made.
Yeah, that's insane. But it's inspirational, mate. You know, you started from the bottom, got scammed, then you started from the bottom again.
Yeah, I mean, there's actually a lot of people. Like, I think most of the traders actually started at the bottom. Like, I don't think there's many that like actually got in with a lot of money and just started trading. I think there's more that just you know, like you definitely seen those videos of like from nothing to a
Yeah, I've
knife,
seen
for
them a
example.
lot.
I think that inspire a lot of traders or small
Yeah.
people to start trading as well. And I think the bigger traders and the really known traders, I think they all started with like a few $100 or maybe 1,000, but I don't think much more, to be honest.
It's really cool.
Just to give it a try.
Yeah,
you know?
it's such a great way to get into like the entrepreneurial mindset, because skins is like, it can either just be skins or you can see it how you use it as a way to make money, and it's something that's enjoyable because it's skins. It's a game that people love, and then that skill
Yeah.
translates to like everything.
Yeah, I mean, I like the game, and you know, why not play it with skins? Why not make the game a bit more fun? And don't really care about the money part, and you know, like just see how you can get a nicer looking skin.
Yeah.
That's how it started off, sort of. So
That's
yeah.
really cool. Okay, big boy questions for the third time. I'm just seeing if your numbers change. Is what I'm doing. No, so
it's a check.
gonna expose
Is
you,
it
bro.
true what he's saying?
So how much did you make a month? Like, you've just talked about how you started from the bottom and then like month by month earned a little bit more and more and more. But like at your peak, what were you making, and what was your best month ever?
Yeah, I don't know like on how much it exactly
Mhm.
is. But it's around like $23,000 or $24,000 in a month.
That's insane.
It is insane, but that's from reselling a lot of skins as
Yeah.
well.
So there's a lot of work.
And that was mainly from bulks, but that profit was literally just made like through big bulks. I didn't sell them for myself. Like I didn't buy them myself. I sold them for someone else, and that's where I made a part of.
Okay, so you bought
That's
and
how I made
sold
that money.
on behalf of other people and took a chunk off the top.
Yeah, exactly. It's like brokering, which I still do sometimes.
That's awesome.
I really enjoyed it back in the day, but like from my own bulks, I didn't really make that much. Like you make about like 2 or 3K from each bulk, and well, you could get them like once or like twice a month, maybe, depending on how quick they sold.
Yeah. And where were you getting that from?
On like the lower amounts.
Where was that huge?
From gambling websites.
Yeah, because they needed a way to change their skins into cash, like to create cash flow. Yeah.
Exactly, to buy new skins, or like let's say a lot of people deposit Doppler knives and they have like 10 of them already. They just cash out a few because they don't need that many.
Yeah. Okay. So how much do you think you made overall, if that was your best month?
How much I made overall, I would have no idea about. Like literally, I gambled a lot. Yeah, I'm not joking. I really gambled a lot, and that's how I got scammed another time. And that was for a lot of more money. I got scammed for $7,000 after winning a pretty big jackpot. Yeah.
That's more than most people's cars worth, man. It's a lot to lose.
Yeah, I mean, you probably. I mean, I'm not gonna say the site's name. It was like a jackpot website, because I don't think it's smart. The site's still up, so I don't think it's smart to name it. Someone wanted to like team up on bets and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it happens quite a bit on jackpot websites, like with friends and everything.
That's awful.
So how much I made in total, I would have no clue. Like actually, no clue.
Okay.
It's just like I make profits now and then, and like when I profited, I bought nice things.
Yeah.
Like I bought myself a car. I bought myself. I mean, I rented an apartment. I bought myself a new phone, like clothing, etc. Like that kind of stuff, and then I reinvested a part in the skins as well.
What about like transaction wise, bought and sold? What?
Transaction was for a single skin, or for
everything,
like
your history?
Like transaction wise, like without the bulks I brokered, it's about like it's slightly less as 500K.
So it's around 500 grand bought and sold.
Yeah, bought and sold like without brokering the bulks. Because if you include that, it's probably close to $1 million. But you know, that's not my money.
Yeah,
so
that makes sense. That's incredible though, to take something from the ground that started as a hobby and you just wanted a nicer skin to get to those kind of crazy
it kind
numbers.
of got out of hand, to be honest. I mean, like I traded full time for a year. You know, I just quit school, I quit working and everything to just go trade because it made enough money. And I was like, God, there's no need to work if I can just sit behind my PC like a few hours a day and make money.
It's fair enough. Most people would. In fact, I think everybody would if they could do it and if they found a passion for it.
I think they would. I mean, it's not really work. You were free all the time. You could like play games every time you wanted to, and like you just had to reply to a few Steam messages now and then, and message a few people, talk to friends, and sell some skins.
That's sick. What would you say is the most expensive item that's ever crossed your inventory? Like,
the most expensive one, the single item that ever crossed my inventory, was a souvenir Dragon Lore minimal wear. It was signed by Pasha Biceps, and in that time we sold it for $10,000 on OP skins.
That is literally more than my old car was worth, I think. Virtual items.
I mean, it's crazy. There's like way more expensive skins. But this was the most expensive one that crossed my inventory.
It's It's insane. It's really insane. Obviously, famously, there has been the 7-day trade lock placed on all CS:GO items. How did that affect you at the time, and how do you think it's affected the trading scene in general since?
It didn't affect me at all. I didn't care. At the time, I actually like sold most of my items. I only had like, I think at the time it got introduced, I had like $3,000 or $4,000 in my Steam inventory, like worth of actual skins. I had a lot of Keto skins, so they remained most of its value. But trading in general, I think it affected it pretty big. I mean, the market crashed about like 50% in price, so it was pretty hefty, you could say. But I mean, you can see nowadays. I mean, it picked it back up. It's back as it used to be, and I think it will only grow and grow.
You think so?
Especially with CS, yeah, of course, CS:GO is going to release in China, so like it's going to be full release in China. That will bring millions of players and probably a lot of people that will buy skins as well. So, and the supply is still the same. The demand will be higher, so the price will go up.
Fair enough, yeah.
I mean, logically speaking, but
And
you never know, of course.
there's a lot of huge collectors of just everything in general in China, right? So
Yeah, it is. But the only thing I'm scared of is cheaters, because in China it's also really normal to cheat. So, I mean, maybe it won't be that much effective like in EU or wherever, but in Asia it will definitely be.
that could be a scary thing for supply, right? Because if someone big collector starts buying loads of expensive skins and then cheats and gets banned, then
Yes, yeah. On that, speaking of skins, I think it will be good. To be honest, I mean, like, yeah, the supply will be lower as long as the really good ones don't get banned. Hopefully,
yeah.
like that's what I really hope for.
So you're predicting,
Since that happened before.
yeah. So you're predicting the future of
I mean,
trading is healthy and it's gonna grow.
Yeah. For at least for the like coming 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
After that, I'm not sure, because I don't know if like they're gonna pick up on another game. Like I don't think so. Like it's still successful and it's pretty big in esports as well. So I think it will just remain growing.
I really think that CS:GO is carried by one, the esports scene, like the pro scene, and then two, the skin market. Without those two things, it's such a stale, boring game. I think.
I mean, gambling is still a thing as well. So as long as gambling is still a thing, I think the skin market will remain its value. If they really find a way to go around that, or make it illegal to make money of skins, for example, by selling them, then we'll have an issue. Because I mean, OP skins went down, BitSkins is going down now. Like just waiting for a new site to pick up. There's a few things in as work in progress going on right now.
Luca.
One of them. Yeah, but can you insta cash out?
No, you can't. No.
Exactly. That's the issue. Like that's what people want. You know, like the thing they want is not there yet, but it's being worked on by some people I know.
So since you think that like the future of trading is still pretty secure, like it's still going to be a thing, would you recommend people start now? Like if random Bob has $100 knife, can he follow in your footsteps, or
no? I think we'll take a bit more money. I mean, it's like, compare it to cryptocurrency. Like if you want to get into Bitcoin now, you need to invest like at least like 10 or 20,000 if you want to do it seriously. Right? You need 1 or 2 Bitcoin at least to make some money. You're not gonna buy like 0.005 Bitcoin and like sit on it. It's not gonna be worth millions. You get me? So no, I think you would need a bit more. Of course you can, but there's too many people like that do want to pick it up like that with like $100 and then trade for more and more and more. There's too much competition, and the people you want to trade with or can trade with want profit as well. So yeah, if you trade for profit, it's not gonna work out.
Okay. What do you do outside of skins? Like you said, you quit school and you did it full time for a year, but you're not doing it full time now, no?
No, I stopped doing it full time. In fact, I sold all my skins recently. I gambled a part of it, and I sold the valuable stuff, and I gambled like the remaining stuff, which was like $1,300 or so. I lost all of it.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean I didn't really care anymore.
Yeah.
But I still broker. That's what I really enjoy, like selling other people's skins.
Fair enough. And does that sustain you, or have you got a job like?
I mean, it doesn't sustain me. I got a job at BMW.
Yeah.
And I still go to school a few days a week. I just want to finish that. When I'm done with that, and I'll start working full time again probably, or start a business myself. That's like what I want to do.
That's awesome.
I used to have my own business, which I shut down. But
what was that?
I was in clothing.
In clothing.
I used to sell brand clothing like Hilfiger, Hugo Boss, and that kind of stuff online.
Sick.
But it got quite expensive to maintain, so I shut it down. Like I think I shut the company down a year ago, but I stopped working on it like 2.5 years ago.
Okay, pretty awesome. So you've always been quite an entrepreneurial type guy, and you want to continue doing that in the future. Like you're in a sales job now, and it kind of all
I hate the word entrepreneur, but yeah, I guess.
Like you said, that it would take, a much larger investment for people to get started if they wanted to make serious money right now. Like for the avid, rich kid out there right now, how much would you say that they needed to invest to get started and seriously grow a business trade in CSGO skins?
The thing is, like, it's also something, right? Like, a lot of money is different for everyone.
Mhm.
Like, to me, a few $100 is not a lot, but to someone else it might be. But if you want to make serious money, I'd say you need to invest like 10 or 20,000
Okay.
to make some serious money. Speaking like 3-4 thousand in maybe a month.
Yeah, and even then, it's not guaranteed, right? It depends on the quality.
No, there's not guaranteed at all. But like, that's serious money to be able to live from.
Yeah.
For me right now, it wouldn't be enough to live for a month,
Yeah.
But yeah, for other people it might be, and it might actually be a lot of money. At least for, like, let's say like Eastern people. I mean, in Poland or something, or Romania, they don't make a lot of money. So then, yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yo, dude, in Poland, I bought a bottle of vodka in a club for €7.
Yeah,
It's insane, dude. You live like a king out there. So if there's any Polish people who can somehow legally get hold of 20K, then they could live like kings in their country from the money they could make from trading.
I actually sell a lot of skins for a friend from Poland.
Yeah.
Because he has like $30,000-$40,000 worth of skins right now, and he can't cash it out, because if he cashes it out to PayPal, like let's say he cashes out $2,000, he will get taxed a lot of it.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of money for Poland. He can literally live like half a year with $2,000.
It's insane.
And he will live like a king.
Yeah.
So that's kind of weird to me.
It is. We talked a little bit about the different projects you've been involved in, like your clothing store, your brokering for bigger places. Yeah. Like, what else have you been involved in CSGO or skins? Anything else, or?
I mean, I used to have my own gambling website.
Okay.
But that only took 2 weeks. I kind of wanted to start it up as a website where you could trade skins, because I really liked the trading aspect. And then the guy that developed it was like, well, why don't we enable some gambling in it as well? So we actually started with gambling, and then 2 weeks later I had to shut down the website. I was like, all right, let's just pick it up with trading again. And it never really kicked off. I mean, the Steam group we had around like 10 or 12K members, I think. I think nowadays it still has like 7K. I don't use it anymore. I gave it to the admin that was working with me.
Yeah.
It was pretty big to trade with, but it was mainly people that gambled, I guess. It's kind of dead now, the group. Like, literally 5,000-6,000 people left. But it's nice to look back at.
It's cool, man. It's like a little memory of what you achieved before.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really achieve anything with the website, but yeah. We did it. We tried,
Yeah, man. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. You took a step, and that's what I was saying at the beginning as well. With people who take a step towards something and it doesn't work out, and then just give up altogether. It's
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you might have to try like 100 times, and you might have to fail 101.
Yeah. But everything's a lesson, man.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you fail, it's a lesson. But yeah, I mean, you see those videos on YouTube all the time. Like, just try 100 times. One time it might work, 99 times you might fail. You don't know which one will be successful. I mean, it's kind of true, but don't do stupid stuff.
Exactly.
Just think about your decisions. Think about the money you'll put in. Make sure you can lose it. I think that's the main thing you should do. Like, don't spend money you can't lose. And take smart decisions. Like, don't put in all of your money at once, just because you think it can be successful, and then lose everything and then cry about afterwards.
Yeah, it's an important mindset, man. It's the problem with a lot of people, and I struggle with it a lot as well. Like failing at something and just giving up altogether. It's not the way to be. If you want to get anywhere, it's not going to help you.
I used to be like that as well, but it didn't take long. I just realized, like, I mean, that's not going to work out like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, in the end, you'll be a lot more happy as well if you try. And like, I mean, you won't succeed most of the times, like in everything, man. Like, on everything. Like, if you apply for a job, the chance of getting accepted is lower as getting rejected. Like, depending on your working experience, of course. But that shouldn't make you stop.
Yeah, exactly. It's a defeatist, instant gratification mindset of the world right now. Everybody wants something for nothing and wants it now and isn't ready to fail doing it.
I mean, you see it as a lesson and look back at what you did wrong and improve it next time.
Exactly, bro. This has become very inspirational / motivational right now. I think we should start a new channel, bro. You and me talking about what people should be doing to motivate themselves.
I'm not successful enough for that.
You don't have to be if you look at all the gurus on YouTube, mate. We'll just rent a car for a day. We'll make an ad.
I'll just bring her from the dealership.
Exactly. We'll sign up for ClickFunnels. Yes, we can borrow an i8. Yeah, that's it.
We'll both drive an M5 or something. I don't know.
Mate, I would love to. I would seriously love to. But back to CS:GO skins. Is there anything else you can think of, like any advice for people who getting started or predictions for the future? Anything else you want to say about it?
I mean, it's hard to predict the future. Like, of course, you can't take what I say for granted. I mean, if I say like skins are gonna go up, it doesn't mean it's gonna.
Yeah.
But there's a high chance it will. And I'm not telling you to buy skins right now, but not at all. I'm just saying, if you have anything you're considering selling, just wait a bit.
Yeah.
I think that's the best advice to give right now.
That's awesome.
And for the people that want to put in money, just put in a bit of money you can lose. Buy something you actually enjoy. Buy a nice play skin or something that's worth something and looks nice, so you can sell it easy as well if you want to get rid of it, even if it drops in value.
Yeah, that's really good advice actually. Like if you buy something that you would use yourself, then if it doesn't sell or if it drops in value, then at least you've had the play value from it, and you've enjoyed it yourself, and it's not just
you've had the emotional experience and not the financial part.
Exactly. That's good advice, man. But yeah, I think that's everything, man. That's all I wanted to ask you. Thank you so much for the information you've given and the honesty as well.
That's no problem.
It's kind of awkward asking you because, we're quite good friends. I feel weird asking you the personal questions, but you've been awesome, mate.
Yeah, but I don't know, like, don't really have anything to hide, so I wouldn't know why not,
Yeah, that's super awesome. Anything you want to shout out? Any projects or websites or anything?
No, not at all. No. Not at all. Like,
nice.
I don't know, man. I just don't like it.
That makes sense. That's totally fine. Although we could use this opportunity to shout out Sync's brand new 0 to 100k trading course for the low price of $2,000.
I'm not doing that.
What do you mean?
I don't even want to spend the time doing something like that. Not even if 100 people sign up for 2k a month, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. But people would. That's the crazy thing. That's the crazy thing is that people would do it.
Do you know how much time it will take me from people to get them from 0 to 100,000? Even if they pay me 2k a month, like it's gonna take it even longer. I'm not gonna do it.
So that is the end of the interview with Sync. I'd just like to take a second to give him another big thank you for bearing with me while I messed up the recording twice. He's truly an awesome guy. And I'd also like to thank you guys for reaching the end of this interview. It's definitely a long video, so I appreciate the time spent. And also, if you enjoy the content, which it seems like you do if you're at the end of the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to let me know who you'd like me to interview next in the comments section, and I will try my best to make it happen. Until next time, peace.